What's going on with y'all, chat? Welcome back to the channel. Man, today has been a crazy day. You know, we got some, we supposed to have got some rain today here in H-Town. So I decided to lay some fertilizer down and it did not rain. The sun came back out. So I had to stand and y'all seen how my yard is, man. I got a big backyard front. I stand outside with a water hose, burning up, hot sun, mad. I got to get me a water system. But anyway, y'all, after that, I went inside. So, got on my couch, checked my phone. I seen a notification with Dante London face over, a thumbnail with Dante London face. Demonetized. And mic drop was on the other side of it. I said, oh. Something must have happened. I say anytime you see Mike drop, he got some tea. He got some facts. You know what I'm saying? So, I chimed in, I watched the video, and I said, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So I have to think about it like, bro, how could he okay, how is it possible? You know what I'm saying? Cause we all been watching Dante London videos. And honestly, truthfully, this type of content he's doing now with the, fixing up an apartment that was a hoodoo, raggedy, fixing it up to make it look nice. We never seen this type of content from him. But y'all gotta understand too, YouTube did change their guidelines, right? They changed their guidelines maybe 2 months ago, like in June. It was, they already got rid of the AI slop that's months ago. That's old news. But they still specify you got to be authentic. Any inauthentic content or repetitive content is still against YouTube guidelines. So now you want to backtrack. What is he doing repetitive when it's some new content? Let's see. We can't say it's the content itself. So next in line could be the thumbnail. Now he got basic, regular thumbnails. I don't think that's a problem. So why would you get demonetized for that? And then you got the titles. Now, titling is tricky. But you remember I did a video last week speaking on it was after his massive comeback, he switched his shit up. He started talking about $800 apartment. If you pay attention the last 2-3 weeks, that's when his numbers start spiking up. So I'm like, but is that really considered repetitive? If you think about it, like it just, how I'm looking at it as, let's say you watch the Lord of the Rings. That's a series, right? So you might have Lord of the Rings, and then you might have chapter 1, Lord of the Rings, chapter 2, or episode 2, episode 3. Y'all see where I'm going with this? So how do you get dinged for that? I don't know. And I did not know they had an app or a website that can actually determine if you're demonetized or monetized. I did not know that. Like I'm new. I'm still learning this shit too. But you got to think about it too. If you react to his channel, how we title our titles when reacting to Dante, and how I use mine, I just use Dante London name, and then I use whatever title behind that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting my commentary in the mix of it too. So it's tricky, y'all. Like, I don't know. I mean, is he demonetized? And you gotta be, if you Dontay London right now and you see your name, you know you're gonna see your name on the, around YouTube. But if you see your name going around showing that demonetized and on your end, it's clearly show that you're monetized, you're gonna be sitting in a corner like a gerbil trying to figure out like damn, what is this website? Now he because he did drop another video earlier, showing his sister the place. He looked like he was in good spirits. He shaved his beard and he looked pretty chill. So honestly, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And you also got to be thinking too. Just imagine, because I don't know if y'all know this either. Even if you do get demonetized, and let's say you getting paid, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get paid, bro. You're not gonna even get the check. Once they cut you off from the monetization, it's just like getting fired. But usually when you get fired from your job, they give you your last check. YouTube don't do that. So just imagine just think about it, y'all. Just think about it. We all know Dontay London really moved into this apartment for content. So he already invested a lot of money, into the apartment. He also wasted, I ain't gonna say he wasted his mom and daddy time. So he had to use their time. So look, he invested into that and it paid off, right? But just imagine if you get demonetized, all that hard work, and you supposed to be getting a big bag and you don't get it because of that. Now your whole plan has changed. I mean, good thing you can appeal it. But just think about it. Like this is why I'm a huge advocate. Like I don't 100% rely on YouTube. I don't. Like I said, it's I really want to learn how to use. That's what I'm doing on my other channel, learning new ways to build a proper channel with where I can make money, like just with clients. I learned that from Mike Drop Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? That's like this guy. I mean, you gotta pay. I gotta pay homage to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on, because I am a photographer. So my other channel gonna be resolved around my work with taking pictures, finding ways to make money. Leaving your day job to start a business. That's what I'm building on the other channel. But this is why I'm not sold on YouTube like that. You know what I'm saying? I do want to be, I don't want to be famous, but I do want to make some bread to where I can subsidize like from my job. That way, if I do make a decent amount of income, I can invest into another business. But I don't want to just rely on YouTube when you got to get views and you pretty much got to gamble and hope you get views and all that shit. I don't want to. I'm learning with my other channel. But anyway, y'all let me know in the comments on this. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all believe that Dontay London is demonetized? Do you think he's still monetized? I'm at a 50-50 with it, because again, if this motherfucker is demonetized, I gotta look at my channel. I might need to start changing some of my titles up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Like, damn, it ain't nobody safe in these YouTube streets. Boy, I tell you, boy. But then I thought about this too. What is another way? Think about it, y'all. What is another way to get demonetized? Think about it. Or if you're trying to get monetized and you don't get accepted into the partner program, what is the other flaws that you could do? How about, I got one for you. What about buying views? Do you think? Now I know Dante has got a shit ton of views over the couple of months and the years. But let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Consecutively, we know everybody view count has been low as of lately when it comes to YouTube. But think about it. You know what I'm saying? That is one thing. YouTube, they got an AI program that can detect if if you got live. It's called live viewers. If you ain't got no live viewers, but he do get comments, but that don't mean ish. You know, people on Twitch and Kick do it all the time. They got fake bots as to make their stuff look good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why. I mean, I don't. That's just speculation. I don't think he would do that. I think he had more common sense than we think. So why would you buy views to get a bag within itself? So I don't know, but that could be a possibility, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And this is another reason why you shouldn't. You need to start growing your shit organically. If you are buying views, buying subscribers, stop doing it because YouTube gonna detect that shit out the rip. You know what I'm saying? If you are already using that, just stop and just start creating content. And I think a lot of people that actually be buying bots and buying subscribers and views, and then when you let's say somehow get monetized and you try to pivot and just post anything and you don't do anything because it's like the algorithm is working against you now. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of speculations out there, y'all. But I don't really know if Dante is using bots or not. But if there is a guideline issue, it's got to be something noticeable. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I did notice is with the titles. As far as everything else, I don't know. I really don't know. But honestly, if he is down the demonetize y'all, I think it's a wrap. I think he's never getting back on YouTube again. I think he's done with YouTube. And you know how he feels about being monetized and getting views and stuff. And YouTube, don't do your boy like that. Don't do him like that. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Yeah, I'm finna do another video. I'm finna talk about DoorDash because yes, I chimed in on that live, y'all. But yes, man, we finna get out here. I see y'all in the next one. Peace.